So my name is Connie Haden. I am a partner at the law firm of Haden and Colbert. So my specialty is really to deal with the estate planning, business planning. The big picture questions are, I need to kind of know what your family looks like. How's the dynamic? What's going on? Who all the players are? What you have, and then what you want to do with it. But it's pretty complicated for farm families because a lot of times, a lot of their assets are sunk in very, illiquid land that composes a big part of their estate. A lot of times they have one or, not all of the kids are going to be involved in the operation. So they're really trying to get a viable operation onto the next generation. I think that the tools are there that they may even already have them in place. They may have a trust agreement, they may have powers of attorney, they may have things in place, but no thought has really been given to what does that actually look like. Everybody's worried. That's all. I get calls every day about, I heard this and I heard this and I heard this and what do we do? And the problem is that it's really uncertain right now. To be real honest with you, the scarier part is that they're talking about doing away with a stepped up basis. And with land appreciated as it has over the last 20 to 30 years, it's going to be terrible for farmers. Now they're talking about building in some exceptions for family farms, and I hope that they do, but it's pretty scary. So as an example, let's say, and this is a pretty typical example all across Missouri, parents bought a piece of land, 100 acres, just to keep the numbers easy, for $500 an acre. And now it's worth $5,000 an acre. If they sell it during their lifetime, and most farmers know this, if they sell it during their lifetime, they're going to pay capital gains tax on the difference between the $5,000 that they sold it for and the $500 they purchased it for. If they hold it until they pass away, and that can be, they pass it on through a will, they pass it on through a trust, or there's many ways to pass that on. But if they hold it until they pass away, the current law says that they get a stepped up basis. So what happens is, if it's worth $5,000 at the time they pass away, that resets the basis. And then if your kids sell it, if they sell it quickly and they sell it for $5,000 an acre, it eliminates that capital gains tax completely. Or if they sell it for $6,000 an acre 5 years later, they only have to pay capital gains tax on the difference between the $5,000 that it was worth when their parent passed and the $6,000 that they sell it for. So it's a huge benefit, especially with particularly land. It's true of all assets, but it's particularly impactful in land because of the huge appreciation that we've seen in that asset. I'm actually very opposed to the estate tax as a general idea because it is money that you've already been taxed on, and just by virtue of the fact that you're dying, now we're going to tax it again. But unfortunately, it taxes the right people. In some people's mindset, it's the rich. But most of my farmers, they're not living a wealthy lifestyle because it's all poured back into the land, and so it's the perspective is wrong, and it's also I understand it. I've already been taxed on this. You've taken your cut out of it. Now let me get on and build my life and build my business. And it's just very uncertain, but very worrying because you've planned that you're going to be able to pass this on, and now all of a sudden you may have that completely cut out from under you.